The official opening of the $700,000 plus Eastland Helicopter Rescue Trust hangar at Gisborne Airport on May 8, 2014 was described as a special day for the community. More than 200 people attended the opening. The building was blessed by Charlie Perra and a kapahaka group from Ilminster Intermediate, also added to the opening ceremony.
Thank the Our Father for the hard work that the committee has put into this building, and we ask that Thou would bless them in all the days that are ahead of them.
Thank you, Charlie. Charlie's journey with us started some months ago when the decision was first confirmed that we were building the hangar, and it's about where we sit as he's turned the sod of grass with the building committee and others gathered. He was with us at 5:30 this morning, and this building has been blessed with due protocol. So it's just a pleasure that your journey carries on with us, Charlie, and I thank you. The last few weeks has been quite passionate from these tradespeople. They have bent over backwards, a number of them having given of their time or at reduced cost, and have put other projects on hold to complete this our project today. Moving into the proceedings, it's my pleasure to welcome our chair, Patrick Willett. Patrick is synonymous with the Eastland Rescue Helicopter Trust. He fronts all our public activities. He represents us on the ARG group, the Air Rescue Group, which is a combination of 14 trusts from throughout New Zealand. We are the smallest, but I dare to suggest we're almost the most respected trusts amongst that group because of our structure and our community support. But Patrick has equal say to the Eastland Rescue Helicopter Trust, which has been getting recent publicity, but our interests are well and truly served at heart by Patrick. And can I just pause, and on behalf of the trustees, Patrick, thank you for your leadership and your culture of volunteerism. Patrick.
Thank you, Ian. And I would just like to acknowledge some of the early trustees who are here. Got Dennis Hartley sitting over here, who was very instrumental in setting it up. Roger Murphy, who was another long-time trustee, sitting in the back. I'm not sure if Roger Jeffords here. If he is, can he? No, he's not. An apology from Sid Clark, who was involved from the outset, who was here for our blessing this morning, but had to go to Auckland this afternoon. And I think one other person that deserves to be mentioned is the late Michael Cottrell. Michael was the driving force behind this trust and chaired it for a number of years. Today is a very proud day for us. If you've got the time, you can hop across the way and see what we've been operating out of. It certainly has been substandard, but that's the way it is, and you've got to learn to walk before you can run, and so it's taken some time to get to this stage. Ian mentioned we're the smallest trust in the country. We have the smallest funding body, if you like, but I keep arguing with my colleagues from Auckland and Christchurch and Wellington that on a per capita basis, I guarantee this community forks out the most. So what we've wanted to build here is something that will lift our profile. I get sick of being asked, where's the helicopter, is it based in Hawke's Bay? You can see from these windows, no one's going to be under any illusion as to where it's based now, in a very prominent place, and we're looking forward to going from strength to strength. So again, thank you very much for your support, thank you for coming along, and enjoy the rest of the day.
Neil was employed by Skyline about 2.5 years ago to come here and be our pilot. We've been well served, as Patrick alluded to, by Skyline, but at times I think, perhaps Mike thinks, and the trust certainly thinks, do we employ him? He has gone about his business with such a passion, it's more than just a job. He is extremely safety conscious as a rescue helicopter pilot. But he goes in well above his employment. He visits patients often after he has rescued them and they're in hospital. He networks in the community. But I think Neil has also seen in the last 2.5 years the regard this service has held in the community, because as he's talked to groups and said where he's from, the donations have just opened. What can we give you? And a lot of it is here in this building today. I guess some people may pose the question, why do we need a rescue helicopter? I don't think anyone would deny or dispute the fact that we do need one. We're just so pleased that we can now have a hangar to accommodate it. And in doing so, I just want to put some realism around the operational side of the rescue helicopter.